Listen, I got a special surprise right now. One of the best ADC matches in the history is Leo Vieira versus Mark Kerr. So we brought in Leo Vieira.
How's it going? Good.
Wow, uniting. Pull up the Leo Vieira versus Mark Kerr match. This is one of the best ADCC matches.
Good.
Oh my God.
What an amazing moment we have right
I can't
now.
believe you're right next door.
So in 2000, Leo Vieira versus Mark Kerr at ADCC for the Absolute Division, right?
Yep.
And Mark Kerr just looking just like a pile of bricks, probably
Oh my
6'5", 400. And Leo Vieira, 120, 5'5".
You guys look like kids.
I was
This is it right there.
I was like his kid. Like
I couldn't catch him.
He was fast.
Like if you watch it from the beginning,
I
I was like, come here, like come here.
Well, you trying to pin him right there.
Leo, what were you thinking? You're one of the most iconic jiu-jitsu athletes of all time and coaches. What were you thinking?
You know, you see, like I almost got out of my pants. Like the guy was like, man, was very strong. Like I regret, like last night after this, I went in the shower. Like my wrist and my feet was like it hurt. There's so much squeeze in my. Honestly, I came with one strategy and I changed the mirror. The strategy was okay. I'll pull guard. I'm gonna save 5 minutes and then end up. I'm gonna let him get tired. Then I'm gonna do some magic. The goal was the strategy is to fight and survive and make him get tired as much as possible for someone out in Brazilian.
Strategy turned to just survive.
Man, it was a great podcast with Mark. You know, you learn a little bit more about the history of Japan, even before I started going there. And I always like hearing those stories. And fighters like me, we look up to fighters like Mark because he paved the way for us. There wouldn't have been no sport for us if they hadn't made it as popular as they made it back in the day. It wasn't like TV deals and stuff like that, but they kept the sport afloat. So guys like me can come and take it to the next level now. Look at what the next generation is doing now. You know, there's rumors that UFC is going to be on Netflix and stuff now. That's like next level. So fighters like Mark Kerr and him single-handedly lifted this sport up so we can run.
And it's like go back over 20 years ago, you know, like as I was driving with my mom going to somewhere shopping, somebody, hey, Mark is here, so I must come here and see it. It's been a long time. That fight was the fight that changed my life, even when I was already black belt. So I have the feeling over that time before the fight that I thought that I was never good enough. It's just like a feeling that was in my mind. And after that fight was my first fight as a no-gi. That fight changed my whole perspective, changed my mind. And when you change yourself from inside, then you make everything's possible. So that fight make me be more like smart and believe in myself and the things that I can achieve. Be able to see him, it's like be very grateful for everything that happens. That fight, most of the guys are gonna say like I lose, I didn't win, but I win so many things that nobody will like you understand. Just like the person who goes through a real transformation know how it is. So it was nice, very nice. Thanks so much, Jaxxon Podcast, to make this encounter over here. He hugged my arms and then my foot was like flipping.
I was trapped. Trapping him. Yeah. Like in freestyle wrestling, you have these, like if somebody shoots, you body lock them in here and you trap them like this. You trap their head and arm because you're trying to throw them. You're trying.
So nothing changed.
Leo's like, come on, No, it's amazing,
But you literally trap them and you can throw them, the idea behind it.
It's just crazy because that modern day technique of like jiu-jitsu and wrestling and American jiu-jitsu, grappling, whatever everybody is categorizing it as now, this was like the foundation
Oh
of
my God.
that match with you and Leo 25 years ago is the foundation of seeing wrestling and jiu-jitsu in no-gi. It's like Gordon Ryan and Nicky Rod versus like Buchecha.
After I started collabing, a lot of collabs, because that was jiu-jitsu realized, okay, we need wrestling. Wrestling say, okay, we need jiu-jitsu. So
Oh my
a lot
God,
of collaboration.
100%. Like the realization for me, there were so many things about jiu-jitsu that I wanted to know and I wanted to understand, because how you fight and play in jiu-jitsu, it has all these different little angles and setups and moves and leverage and all that stuff. If you can understand it, it just brought, like as a wrestler goes, oh, I get it. That's, you're pulling this to set up this to do this. And so now I can go visualize it and then I can go ahead and try and attempt it. But without the knowledge, it's like, I don't know how to do a triangle. I don't know a triangle to an arm bar, to a switch to an arm bar, to a 9, to a sweep. How the fuck do you do this?
And at the time, I can imagine gyms having all forms of martial art, allowing you to train that.
They did.
Yeah, come on, what an amazing moment.
No,
I love you.
I didn't want to
Love you guys.
All right, no, you got it, man. I'll see you, brother.